Yeah, you're welcome once again. It is said that we shall overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. You're welcome once again to Life, Light After Darkness, where testimony transforms life. And today, we'll be speaking to someone. But before I introduce my guest for today, my name is David Kayode Oloke, and I am the anchor for today. So you're welcome because you're at the right place at the right time. So join me as I welcome my guest, a man of God, a man under God's anointing, and is willing to share with us. Someone that has once lived a life full of sin, a life of smoking, drinking, fighting, and a whole lot, but is here to share with us. So join me as I welcome Mr. Sunday. Welcome. Welcome.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
sir.
welcome to Light After Darkness.
Thank you so much, sir.
Where your testimony transform life.
Thank you so much, sir.
So can we get to meet you, please?
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
So can you just start by introducing yourself so that the audience can get to know you better?
My name is Pastor Sunday Egbe Ogbu. I hail from Benue State, but right now in Lagos. Yes.
So, Mr. Sunday, now that you are living a life of Christ, I heard about you, and when I make my research, I know that you've been into a lot of vices at the past. You know, you've lived a life of drinking, smoking, fighting, even involving cultism. So I want to hear from you. Can you just tell us how the past was for you?
Well, actually the past was a tough life, but then very amazing life. Then very amazing life. Because whatever you find yourself doing, and then you will enjoy it deeply. At that very moment, there was nothing like bad to me. I see everything moving smoothly, very okay, living a very smooth life, enjoying myself, doing whatever I feel like doing. You know, a life of the world is a free life. You live whatever you feel like doing. You do anything you want to do. So no one questions you. You will even be the one instructing others of what to do because you are the boss.
Wow.
You are the boss.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah.
Instructing people on what to do. What are those instructions? Can we get to know about those? What those instructions are?
Yes, you know when you have boys, when you have gangs, the guys you work with, and it happens that you are the leader. You are the leader, maybe in one or two organizations. You are the leader. They must obey you, just like in Christianity, they say they have a pastor, they have a choir master, they have all of these things. So he gave instruction.
Wow.
So I have boys, I have friends, that this is what we are going to do, this is what we are going to do. If we are going to occasion, we know how to prepare ourselves before going there. But thank God for...
You said gangs.
Yes.
When you say gang, you know, gangs is some other way they say gangster. You know the life of a gang. You know the life of a gangster. You know when you say gang involves in so many activities.
So,
some evil activity like fighting, so many things. So tell me, what are those gangs? What are those things that you are really involved in?
Fighting was my hobby then. I fought very well. I fought.
Because I can see. Can you just tell me about? I can see a court at your. I can see a court. Is it part of the fighting that leads to all this?
Well, no, the cut on my body was not really part of the fight. It was when I started having an encounter with God, having a calling. So I was so stubborn that I said I will never answer the call. So this is an accident.
Whoa.
I had an accident that involved death. People, the whole rumors was carried that I'm dead. But God saved me. So not only this, I have gotten accident for 35 times, just trying to run away from the calling. I don't know from the calling.
You had an accident from 35 times, trying to wait. But before I go to the calling, tell me, what was going up like for you?
Well, things that were going up life for me then, you know, living a stubborn life, you don't really have challenges.
You don't really have challenges.
You don't really have challenges. So then I don't really have challenges. I do everything, and everything work out the way I want it.
So tell me, you said about God's call. At what point did you know that this is God that was speaking to you?
Yeah, I know. I know, even with the revelations, prophecy, visions, so many, however it will be classified. Wherever I go, people keep seeing vision. Wherever I go, people keep seeing vision. Pastors, prophet, even on the way, on the road, even dreams. So everywhere, people start giving me a message. At a point, I confirm myself. If I'm sleeping in my dream, sometimes I see myself doing delivery. Start praying, singing. I don't know anything about it. So that was how I started having encounters, different places. So at a point, I met with a man of God. He told me, since you are refusing the calling, so God is going to deal with you hardly. So that was when I started having encounter, start having an accident, places to places. At a point, I got tired. I said, if I am to die, let me die.
Wow.
So I rather choose to die than doing the work.
Wow, you rather choose to die
Than doing
the work. Yes. So I want to take you back a little bit. When you were living that life, tell me, you drink, you smoke, you fight, you're even involved in court activities. All those periods where you used to fight, do you stab someone, or tell me an incident that you know that this incident that happened, this is what I did, I stabbed this person, or the person died, or tell me all those periods, what is that thing that you did then that really make you, that you feel that, oh man, yes, you've done something evil?
Yeah, I actually fighting, if you're fighting with someone, weapon must be involved. A weapon must be involved. But I've never stabbed anyone to death, and one have never stabbed me.
Okay.
But we do fight with weapons.
Wow. So but you injured, there's been injury.
Very well.
You injure yourself.
Very well. That is basic.
But all those periods, have you ever been arrested during those periods?
Not really.
Okay.
We don't stand for arrest.
Okay, you take off.
Yeah, after this, then
everybody take off.
Everybody take off.
Okay. Now, when you drink, like all those people that you were drinking, do you drink to stupor, or you drink very well? Were you really an hard? You drink very well?
I drink.
You drink very well.
I drink.
Like if okay, in a carton of beer, there used to be 12, I think.
Yeah.
So how many can you finish? How many carton can you finish?
Well, at that particular moment, with friends, I can even drink 12. I can drink a carton. I can drink 6 bottles. And at the end, I will even pretend I'm not taking, as if I'm not taking anything. So I'm addicted to it.
You're addicted to drinking. Wow. So if you're drunk, what is attitude that you possess? Is it womanizing, or what are when you are drunk? What are those attitudes that you begin to possess?
Well, when I'm drunk, I don't feel panic. I don't used to be afraid. I don't get afraid. When I'm drunk, I do whatever I feel like doing at the moment. But I don't womanize.
Wow, you don't womanize.
I don't womanize.
Okay, now tell me, all those periods that you were fighting, drinking, smoking, were your parents, then I believe you were still young then?
Yeah.
So were your parents aware of all these things?
Well, my mom was not really aware. She was not really aware. So, I package myself to a level that even if you tell her I drink, she won't believe you. She won't believe, but she know I'm stubborn. She know I fight. But that of the drinking, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. So you were just being a good boy indoor, but outside there you are something else. Okay, now let's come to the second part of our interview. Yes, you are a man of God, a man under God's anointing. Tell me about your journey. What happened? You giving me a brief history, but at what point did you now know that yes, it's God? I don't have a choice. Just tell us about that scenario.
Well, it became so serious that everything about me became very difficult. That I couldn't even control myself again. From one problem to other, from accident to accident, vision keep coming. But I will say, okay, God, I surrender my life today. When the problem is solved, the next day I will stop again. So at that moment, I'll be very, very dedicated. My pastor, everybody will know that this man of surrender has really answered the call. But in times coming, I will just deviate again. I will run away. And after running again, I will still have an encounter that will be even more than the first one.
Wow.
So at a point, it became very serious that wherever I go, the same message keep coming. The same message keep coming. That's okay. And if I'm dreaming, if I'm sleeping, I will still have the same dream. Sometimes I will just be sitting down like this. God reveal things to me. Sometimes I will receive a message, go down, deliver the message to the person, and the same thing, exactly what I said, will happen. So that was how confirmations keep coming. Then I said, okay, let me just surrender myself to the will
So
of God.
at what year did you finally what year what did this transformation?
Well, that was 28 to 210.
28 to 10.
28 to 9 years.
So
So
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I heard you're a pastor, you have a ministry. Tell us about your ministry.
Well, my ministry now is 2 years old.
2 years old.
Yes. So it's just a baby ministry.
Okay.
We are moving well.
Yeah.
We are doing very well. God is helping us. God is even doing more than expectation to us.
Wow.
Doing more than expectation to us. Yes.
So what was the name? Can you name the name of your
Yes,
your
Victory Hill.
Victory Hill.
Yes.
Victory Hill. So you are the founder of Victory Hill
Yes.
Bible Church.
Yeah, the Victory Hill Ministry.
Victory Hill Ministry.
Yes.
Okay. That is wonderful. So you're a married man.
Yes, I'm married.
So before you met your wife, were you still living this life?
No. It's of recent I met my wife as a pastor.
Okay.
I met her being a pastor.
Okay.
So through prayer, God revealed her to me.
Oh wow, wonderful.
That was how we came together.
God revealed her to you. You saw her in your dream.
Yeah, in my vision. So in my vision, it was not even a dream. I was just praying God show her
God
to me.
showed you. Wow.
Yeah.
So how's the journey been?
Well, it's been a successful journey with God.
Okay.
But as a servant of God, there are things you will encounter at the journey. But you take it as a key to testimony.
Key to test. Tell us, what are those things you've encountered? What are those encounters?
Well, tribulation and humiliation, the name you don't even expect. As a child of God, they will call you. And I always tell people, if you have not been called a name in the line or in this work of God, you have not really done the work of God. You have to do the work until they call you a name. A name must be given to you, just like they called Jesus. So that name is a recommendation that you have really done the work of God. So you'll be calling name. Sometimes you even pray for people. When they get well, they will still turn back to insult you. So you have to bear it, because it's the price you need to pay. And all of these things are the price of what you have done for the past. So you are receiving it back. Receiving it back.
Yeah, so all the things is like a repercussion of all that happened.
Yes.
Okay, now you're a married man. Your wife, did she really know about your past, that you're involved in all these vices, all these activities?
Yes, women must know.
Okay.
And every marriage that will come to stand, a wife must know about the husband. It's better she hear from the husband than hearing it outside. So telling your wife, I told my wife my past, and she's aware of my new life. So she knows.
Wow. Your wife, now that she knows these things, all those things that's happened that you've done in the past, is there any way it has come to play in your marriage?
No. She doesn't use it against me. She have never wanted to use it against me, because she knows those things are the things of the past.
Okay.
The past is for the past. She doesn't. No. It has never come to reality for any reason.
So I need to ask you this question. Now that you're a man of God, your parents, I believe, are they still much alive?
Yeah, my mom is alive.
Okay, so now that you're not a new person, and she knows that you're not a pastor ministering to people, like, how did she feel about it?
Very happy. Very, very happy. Even my family, they were like, is this person? Whenever I'm coming, the whole family will be at alert. But now they were happy. They're happy.
Well, what do you mean they're at alert? Tell me, what does it mean by that? Being alert?
They know that I'm coming. They know the troublesome person is coming. They know the troublesome person is coming. But now they are all happy with me.
Wow.
Even those that were not happy with me, those that don't talk to me now, they are happy with me.
Wonderful.
They are happy with me.
Wow. So you're just like the prodigal son.
Yes. And grace. This thing we call grace.
Yeah.
Is one of the things that break protocols.
Wow, wonderful.
So when you're embedded with grace, even God will make your enemy to be at peace with you.
Wow.
That is when you carry God first.
Wow.
When your ways please God, people that you don't even expect will come back to be at peace with you. So there's peace in serving God, and people are at peace with me, especially my family. That I was like, you are not a child to us. You doesn't look like one of us. But now I look like one of them.
Wow. You hear that? There's a peace in serving God. A man that was rejected is now the stone that the builder rejected is now the chief cornerstone. Wonderful. You can hear it. This is a man that God that is really filled with the grace. This is the man that is filled with the Spirit. This is the man that is filled with light and is touching life, is touching life, is touching life. And I pray that God continues to use you mightily in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So I believe you have friends.
Yeah.
All those people that you were once in the world with.
Yeah.
How did you reach out to them?
Well, even in Lagos here, we met once in a while, and some of them I've been able to convince some of them with the word of God. They are now dedicated Christians. Some of them are now doing the work of God. Some of them are singers.
Wow.
Gospel singers.
Wow. Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful. The music gospel. So now I need to ask you, any regrets? Is there any regret about your past? Is there anything that you really regret that I shouldn't have done this thing?
Well, there's no regret again, because even though there should be regret, I can't go back to amend it again done the way I am now. So the reason I say there's no regret again is because I wasn't involved in bloodshed. Yeah. That will say, this person is dead because of me. Okay. Now everybody I know are alive. Even at then, there was no bloodshed. So if there would have been regret, should have been maybe I killed someone.
Okay.
That cannot be revived again. Nothing like that.
Okay. Wow.
There was nothing like that.
There was nothing like that. Yeah. But so thank God, all those period it was God maybe because God is using you. That's why He didn't allow those things to blow beyond proportion.
Yes.
So now that you are into ministry, the members of your church, how are they relating to you?
Well, one thing I do tell people, I tell even men of God, leaders of different organizations. Okay. So for you to be able to go along with the people under you, you have to carry yourself equal. You have to bring down yourself equal with them. Yeah. A leader is to be served. Yeah. Is to serve, not to be served. Wow. A leader is to serve, not to be served. Okay, wonderful. So I am serving them. I am leading them to the right path. So we live like brother, sister, mother, and son. Wonderful. If we are together, you will not even identify who is the pastor, because we play together. Wow. We do together.
So now the ministry, now that you're into ministry, how's the ministry? In the next, now we see that people are opening church everywhere. People are becoming, people just want to become pastors. People just want to have churches. Not even though they just want to have churches. So do you think people see you as one of those people that just want to have a ministry just because of the benefit of it?
Yes, just like the Bible says, by their fruit we shall know them. We know the quality of a product by the quality. We know the product, the quality of the product by the quality of the producer.
Wow.
You understand?
We know the quality of a product by what? The quality of the producer. Wonderful. You can hear that. We know the quality of a product by the quality of the producer. Yes. So it's not about the product, it's the person that produced the product. Wonderful. So right on, please.
So that is just it. Not just the content that I'm opening a church, but the quality behind the content. Yeah. So when God really calls you, testimonies will follow.
Wow.
It may not just be you are performing miracle. Miracle can be performed anywhere.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, definitely.
But the seed you are sowing, how is the seed growing?
The seed you are sowing, how is the seed? You mean the seed you are sowing, how is the seed growing? Yeah. Please go on.
So people with me, even if I'm not around, you ask them about me, they will tell you more about me. Yeah. That they are happy. The way I lead them, the way we do things together, they will tell you we are happy with our pastor. Oh. So that is it.
So you've been a light, you've been a good example to your congregation. Yes. So now, if you see maybe a young man that won't live the kind of life you live, how do you best approach? Because now it's like the youth are becoming more violent and they're more carried away by the things of the world. So how do you come in? How do you best, how will you come in to change the life of this young man?
Yeah, at first, you don't jump to a river you don't know with clothes.
Okay.
You first of all approach the person. Not just start talking to the person anyhow, give your life to God. No, you approach the person. There's a reason for every step. There's a reason for every step.
Wonderful.
Just like I had an encounter with a lady. I was telling her about Christ. She told me, I love following Christ. But I came from a family where Christ is not mentioned.
What? She came from a family where Christ is not mentioned. And is she a Christian?
She said they doesn't go to church. No, they are not Muslim.
Okay.
They are just like that.
Okay. So?
And now she's doing prostitution.
Okay.
I talked to her. I was able to talk to her. I told her about Christ. I told her I made sure I told her more about Christ. And now she's a Christian.
Wow.
I told her, I'm not really telling you to come to my church, but go to any believing church, because where you are living is far from my church.
Okay.
So go to a church where you know there will be the pastor will take care of you.
Yeah,
will look after you. The members will carry you along. Not where people will be going to do competition of how they dress. And today, she not even know that she's a good singer.
Wow.
Now she's a singer, planning to even release her cassette album.
Wow.
So I think it's a good testimony. God has transformed her life from a prostitute to a gospel singer.
And God used you.
By God's grace, God used me.
Wow. So everybody has a past. Everybody has a rough past. But I know that God is doing a new thing in your life, and I pray that your ministry will keep going forward.
Amen.
So where do you hope to be in 5 years' time?
Wow. In 5 years' time, as God keep us alive, I think I will be going global. I will go globally. Globally.
Doing what? Be a musician, or why you say go globally? Are you going by in the world of God, or just your own, or as a businessman? Because Dangote is going globally, so $10 is going globally. So in what way do you want to go global?
The work of God is a good business. I will go global in the work of God. Spreading His word.
Yeah.
So transforming life. So I will go global in the work of God.
Wonderful. You go global in the work of God. And I pray that as you're planning to go global, you heard him. He said that he is ready to go global in the work of God between now and 5 years' time. And you know, God can use anybody. If God can change the life of this young man, I believe God can also change your life. We all have a past, but we can't keep dwelling on the past, because Jesus has risen, and Jesus was hung on the cross just for us to be free, for us to enjoy salvation. He is saved now. What about you? Are you still living a life that doesn't please God? Are you still living a life that is full of sin? Are you still living in the dark? Are you not ready to come to light, because Jesus is the light of the world? Are you with Jesus, or you are with the devil? Because you can't be here, you can't be on the both sides. You must have to be at one side, and the best side is the side of Christ. So I believe that for the viewers that are watching us out there, I don't know what your story is. I don't know what you've done in the past, but the blood can make you clean again. The blood can save you. So we'll bring you to the last segment of my interview. What is your best verse in the Bible?
Well, my best verse in the Bible is John. It's John.
John.
First John.
First John. Can you just recite it? And it's something that you are used to. Is there any way you can recite it?
Well, there are so many verses in the Bible.
But and if it's your best,
as a minister of God, you have so many verses.
Okay.
But if to the best of my best is Psalm 121.
Psalm 121.
121.
Psalm 121. Can you recite it? I lift my eyes unto the hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
For lift up my eyes to the hill, for where come my help? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. So that is just it.
Wonderful.
So when I'm in a deep situation, I look at Ezekiel. I read Ezekiel 37. It says something. The Lord said to Ezekiel, He said, do you believe this bone can come back to life? The dry bone. Ezekiel said, yes. You have the final seed. You have the final seed. So he said, prophesy to the bone, and the bone came back to life. Bone came back to life. So if those bones can come back to life, Nothing on earth, nothing, no condition, nothing God cannot revise. Nothing God cannot revise.
God commanded Ezekiel to speak to the dry bone, and the dry bone came back to life. There is nothing that is difficult for God to revive. God can bring the dead back to life. God can bring you out of poverty to riches. God can bring you out of darkness to light. That is the power of God. I have another question for you, because this is the last segment of our interview. Who is your best apostle in the Bible?
Well, Apostle Paul.
Apostle Paul. Okay, tell us, why Apostle Paul?
He said, if I die in the work of God, I die. I die for joy.
Wow.
He said, if I live, I live for him.
Wow. If
So,
I die for joy. If I live, I live for him. Wonderful.
So,
wonderful.
Myself, I've chosen doing the work for him.
Mm.
If I die at the cost of the work, I glorify his name.
Wow.
And if I live, I still live to do more of his work.
Hallelujah. May God give you the grace to do more.
Amen.
One last question. What ended the Bible? What is the last word in the Bible?
Well, to my own, I understand. And the last statement Jesus said, it is finished.
Wow.
It is finished.
Wow, you can hear from a preacher. Okay? He said, it is finished. When he said it is finished, your sin has been cleansed. Poverty is finished. Sickness, no more. Rejection, no more. Disappointment, no more. It is finished. So it is time for you to start enjoying the reason, the purpose of Christ on earth. And he has risen. And he said it that I am the resurrection and the life.
My username on Facebook is Sunday Egbe. And I'm on WhatsApp. So my line is 081 4672 8042.
What a beautiful time. What a beautiful moment. You are in the right place at the right time. Wherever you're watching us from, America, New York, Canada, Africa, Togo, Ghana, Nigeria, wherever you're watching us from, this is Light After Darkness. And you can hear from my brother here, a wonderful man of God. He has spoken to us. His testimony has ministered to us. So anyway you are watching me, I believe this word of today will minister to you. It is not over. Remember, he said it, that it is finished. That is the past life. The sin is finished. Because why? Jesus has risen. So join me next time as I round up this episode. I wish you all the best wherever you are, wherever you're watching me from. Jesus is Lord. So, Mr. Sunday, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you again.
Thank you so
and
much.
I pray that your ministry keep going forward.
Amen.
I pray that God will use you to go globally.
Amen.
And you minister to people.
Amen.
And you begin to sow sin into the life of people.
Amen.
I wish you all the best in your journey of
Thank
life.
you so
I know
much.
that God is with you.
Amen.
God bless you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
And on behalf of my producer, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.